Hello, and today I'm going to be ranking every Wings of Fire tribe. The weakest tribe, Sea Wings. Where do I start? First off, they literally can't have any powers except Animus Magic. And if we're talking about Animus Magic, it's not that good. They have to learn their powers on what they use, and if they don't use it for good, they'll turn evil. Technically, there was only 5 Animus Dragons in books in the royal bloodline, and not counting Anemone, there were only 4. That's how rare it is. And doing my research, I found that only 2 tribes the rest of the tribes seem to just have hybrids with those dragons to get Animus Magic. The 2 tribes that seem to actually have it since the beginning are the Ice Wings and the Sky Wings. I don't know if this is true or not, so tell me if it is true or not in the comments. Moving on to the next one. And now in 12th, we got the Mudwing. I really do love these big tanky dragons though. But really, compared to other tribes, they're not as good. Only having that one ability of having a low chance of getting fireproof scales. Compared to invisibility, reading minds, and poison tails, they're obviously not that great with what their abilities have. So even if they're loyal, tough, and amazing big siblings, no special powers, also none magic, nope. So I love them, but someone had to be in 12th place. So my just don't bring some chaos or crazy powers as the other tribe. Just to remind people, these are just my thoughts, and you're totally welcome to put your thoughts in the comments. So on to the next. In 8th place, we've got the Sky Wings, the dragons that rule the sky. Sky Wings are fast, they're strong, and they've got wings big enough to take down anything, honestly. They should be ranked higher. But personally, they are just not as great as the rest. They're super cool, but also super intense. In their tribe, everything's competitions, rules, and strength. They've got good abilities, but compared to all the fancy magic other tribes have, the Sky Wings get stuck at the angry athlete dragons. Powerful, yes, but at parties, absolutely not. So they land in the grounds of 8th place, awesome and ready to fight the wind if it blows the wrong way. And yes, please do tell me if you agree with this rating, please. It would mean the world to me if you tell me what you would rate these dragons. And so now we move into 7th place. So next up we have the Silkwings. The soft, gentle dragons who honestly deserve so much better. Silkwings aren't built for fighting, they're built for survival. They can spin silk, glide beautifully, and some of them can even glow. And visually, one of the prettiest tribes, no contest. But let's be real, compared to other tribes, they're not very strong. They don't have claws made for battle or deadly weapons. For most of their history, they were controlled, ignored, and pushed aside. What makes Silkwing special isn't power, it's heart. They're kind, creative, emotional, and brave in quiet ways. They don't win by force, they win by not giving up. So while they might not be the strongest tribe, they're one of the most meaningful, gentle, resilient, and quietly powerful. Now we have the Ice Wings. Ice Wings are cold, sharp, and absolutely ruthless. When they want to be frost breath, deadly, their claws, basically weapons. Their entire kingdom is built on survival of the strongest. But the thing is, Ice Wings are so strict, it hurts. Their society runs on rules, rankings, and punishments. One mistake and you're done. No second chance. No mercy. They're powerful and everything, but also emotionally freezing. Like, yes, you're scary, but you're also like, please relax. So Ice Wings earn this rank for strength, but lose points for being the most stressful tribe to live in. Okay, now on to the next dragon, which is the Nightwings, the tribe with the most potential and the most trauma. Nightwings are mysterious, intelligent, and once had some of the coolest powers ever. Mind reading, future sights, star patterns, the whole deal. But for a long time, everything went wrong. Bad leadership, bad decisions, and living in a literally volcano ruin. They went from powerful to struggling fast. That makes Nightwings very interesting. It isn't just their powers, it's their brain. They're clever and they're quietly dangerous when they want to be. So Nightwings are perfect, but when they're ridden well, they're one of the most fascinating tribes in the series, and my favorite. On to the next. Next up, we have Hivewings, a tribe that proves intelligence can be just as dangerous as brute force. Hivewings are organized, strategized, and terrifying when they work together. Their venom is no joke, and their entire society runs like a machine, efficient, controlled, and powerful. But that's also their biggest problem. Hivewings were built to control too much obedience, not enough freedom. For a long time, they didn't even realize they were being used. They're strong, clever, and honestly really cool. But their powers come from a dark history that keeps them from ranking higher. Okay, this is what I think of this ranking. So next up, we have the Leafwing. Leafwing can control plants, shape the forest, and literally use nature as a weapon, which is insanely cool. They're one of the most unique tribes in the series, but they're also divided, feared, anger, and insulation cause them to turn on each other, and that holds them back a lot. Still, when Leafwings work together, they're terrifying in the best way, quiet, powerful, and connected to the world around them. The definition of natural strength. Now, in second place, we have the Sandwings, the desert dragons who prove that survival is a superpower. Sandwings are tough, fast, and dangerous. Without even trying, venomous tails, fire, and the ability to live where almost no one else can. They're independent, clever, and very hard to take down. But they've also had some of the messiest history. Wars, betrayal, and too much drama over power. Their strength is real, their leadership questionable. Still, Sandwings are iconic, sharp, adaptable, and always a threat in a fight. Okay, now we are moving on to first place. Drumroll please, and we have the... Now, in first place, we have the Rainwings. They're really awesome dragons. They live in the forest. They have they may be the laziest tribe, but they're also one of the most powerful with their venomous teeth that can spit out venom, of course. They're very interesting. They're peaceful, chilled, and honestly just living their best lives most of the time. But when Raywings decide to fight back, it's over. So they might not care about rankings, but they absolutely deserve to be number one on this list. So now tell me if you agree with all of these rankings, and I will be reading the comments. And hopefully we can get to 100 subscribers in the next week or so. So that's it, and bye.